It's a painful world kids know all about, but parents have a hard time cracking. The nasty and relentless world of bullying and cyberbullying.
Cyberbullying happens every single second of the day, honestly.
It did start to get me down.
It made me feel worthless.
Mean, degrading comments posted for everyone to see. At its worst, cyberbullying's been linked to isolation, depression, even suicide. So what can parents do? Tonight we'll tackle it head on. Our My Kid Would Never Watch mobile is driving through the streets of America's suburbs. Parents will watch on hidden cameras from our secret war room filled with special surveillance equipment as their kids take on one of the toughest challenges of all. We'll watch as these kids deal with mean bullies in person.
Can you just shut up?
And online.
They're getting really nasty on social media.
I want parents to realize that their children have probably already been in this experience. Do not wait. Sit down with your kid and say, let's figure out how to handle this.
To help kids and their parents figure it all out, we've set up this room with hidden cameras and hired actors to play our bullies and victims. 14-year-old Colette and 13-year-old Jaden are not actors. They think they're here to take part in a focus group. They don't know that their moms are joining me in our watchmobile parked just outside.
Jaden is a very good student. She's a very good friend.
Jaden's mother says her daughter has been the victim of cyberbullying.
Some kids had made an Instagram page and they put on pictures of people that they hate that day, and Jaden's picture was on there.
Colette's mom says her daughter has also suffered bullying.
There was a young man who was coming over to her where she was at her locker and telling her she should kill herself. And I contacted the school.
And how did the school handle that situation?
It stopped, so I'm assuming they got in touch with the boy's parents.
So how will these two girls react when they see someone else bullied face to face and on the internet?
I think she's going to know the right thing is to speak up, but I'm afraid that she's going to be like most 13-year-olds and not be able to find her voice.
Phyllis, what about Colette?
From her personality, I would predict that she would definitely speak up.
Okay, you ready to see how they do?
Sure.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Jaden. I'm on Instagram, Vine, Tumblr.
The kids are all in the room being interviewed for what they think is our pop culture focus group. Then the visible cameras leave, but our hidden cameras keep rolling.
I mean, like, what about like The Voice? Isn't that
I love The Voice. Yeah, that's really popular.
Things get off to a friendly start, with the kids all agreeing on their favorite TV show. Our bully accomplice is charming.
Where'd you guys get your clothes? Because, like, these outfits are really cute.
Thank you.
And our guy bully is flirty.
Although we are big fans of Victoria's Secret too.
Wow, stop.
So we're starting off with something like, really just group dynamics.
Our parenting expert joins us in the watchmobile.
Here in this situation, you've got a bully who is a handsome kid. You wonder if the girls are being influenced at all by that.
Well, I think that's the way people are wired. Forget kids. I mean, we tend to be more attracted to attractive people.
In just a few minutes, the social hierarchy is established. The popular kids at one end of the table, the actor playing a nerdy kid at the other, and Colette and Jaden right in the middle. The bullies soon zero in on Jeff and his size.
Yeah, like these jeans are from Urban.
Jeff, those are slim fit. Jeff.
Everything slim fit on him.
The real bullying is about to start.
Jeff, what about you? Who's your favorite YouTube channel person?
Besides, like, Food Network.
J-Law from Hunger Games, which Jeff has never had to deal with in his life.
They're starting to ratchet up the bullying. Everything is fat jokes.
The bullies compare him to a bloated movie character.
Do you like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Jeff? Right? Jeff based his costume today off
Oh my gosh,
the blueberry
the one that...
Yeah.
They're getting uncomfortable.
That's why they look at their phone all the time.
Right.
But the girls can't avoid the bullying on their phones either. Our actors are going after our victim online too. The kids are using their phones to rate some viral videos as part of our focus group. When our victim says he likes this video featuring Weird Al,
I really like the Weird Al one.
our bully pounces and starts cyberbullying. He sends a mean message to everyone in the group except our victim. The girls don't know it, but we're following their online conversation from our watchmobile.
Our actor, the bully, is like, oh, yeah, this guy thought Weird Al was the funniest, probably because it's the only one including food.
The girls see the message.
Jaden totally saw the one about the boy because she looked at him and she was wondering if he saw it.
Will they be tempted to join the cyberbullies, or will they speak up for our victim? Their moms watch anxiously.
Are they just not responding?
The girls begin typing, and it's not to defend our victim. They chime in with the bullies.
Okay, so Jaden said he's annoying me.
Oh, see?
And Colette's like, OMG, wow, LMAO, laugh my,
Tushy off.
Their online conversation continues. It seems this is where the girls feel safe confiding. But remember, as part of our ruse, we interviewed them on camera earlier. And suddenly they get worried they're being recorded right now. They say nothing in the room, but online.
Okay, so Jaden wrote, OMG guys, we have to stop being mean to Jeff. They're definitely recording us. So she's worried about being recorded.
So she doesn't mind being mean, she just doesn't want to do it on camera.
Yeah.
That's a conversation.
Jaden follows up with, OMG guys, we're so evil.
Clearly they're saying, let's stop this conversation, which is a good thing, but it seems to me that came from more out of fear
of getting caught.
In the room, the body language is clear. Our victim is iced out.
They're excluding him completely. It's so disturbing.
Right.
That she wouldn't be more sensitive to the fact that he's being excluded when she herself has been excluded at times.
Jeff, you gotta contribute something, man.
But as our victim shuts down, Jaden seems to really feel for him. She doesn't say anything to the bullies face to face, but pushes back online.
I honestly feel bad. He's so quiet. I'm just like, ugh, bad person. She feels bad about it. Hi.
It's time to let the kids know what's really going on.
Did you guys all work together as a team?
Yep, some of them we had struggles with.
Well, you're not really here for the focus group. We're actually doing a show called My Kid Would Never Do That. These guys are actors, the bullies, and Jeff is the victim. Did you guys feel like it was intense in here?
Yeah, it was kind of intense.
Was intense and very quiet.
Did you feel at one point that you ever wanted to speak up for Jeff?
I did feel bad for Jeff. Wanted it to stop.
We tell the girls we've not only been watching them, but reading their comments online as well.
So were you worried about Jeff's feelings, or were you more worried about we're going to come off looking bad?
A little bit, I can't lie, a little bit of both, but I can't say that it was just they're recording us.
Were you afraid to speak up because maybe you would become a target?
I guess I'm just used to being silent about stuff. I was trying to deflect it.
Our expert comes in and explains how that can send a dangerous message to the victim.
Do you see that by doing that and let's just stay out of it, looks like you're totally siding with them?
Yeah, we did look like we're siding with them.
The girls tell us they know what it feels like to be in the victim's shoes.
I've had extreme experiences with bullying on multiple occasions.
And sometimes I've been bullied at my school, and then it's just so awkward, and you don't want to say anything. You just sit there.
Weissman understands and wants parents to know kids who've been victimized can have a harder time speaking up.
It makes me think as a parent, what more should I be doing? How many more conversations? How many different ways should we have the conversations that we're having?
Me and my mom are close.
I applaud you guys for being so honest and open and be willing to, share what you have gone through to teach others. Aww.
Our next teen hasn't been bullied himself, but his sister says she was the victim of nasty cyberbullying. Meet Connor.
I am 13 years old and I use Instagram.
His dad says even though Connor's in an unfamiliar environment,
I think he'll stand up for himself, or if someone else is being picked on, I think he would stand up.
This time we've switched up some of the actors. These two guys are the bullies, and this actor is playing our awkward victim. We leave them alone to answer the pop culture questions. When our victim says he likes a particular TV show,
maybe Dance Moms is really popular.
Our bullies dive right in.
Who are you? What kind of a suggestion was Dance Moms?
I mean, unless you like to dance around in your house with a leotard on while watching Dance Moms.
But that's not cool.
At first, Connor laughs along, but then the bullies make fun of our victim's sweater and his hair. They compare him to a Harry Potter character.
He looks like the guy who plays Ron Weasley. If Ron Weasley were to wear glasses and a shirt made out of autumn leaves.
Okay, do you see that he's feeling nervous about his laughing? Or you see like he's looking at him?
Connor looks like he's having fun with the guys, but also seems concerned about our victim.
Favorite clothing brand? Leaves.
So he laughed.
But watch what he does next.
I like leaves.
Trying to make him feel a little bit better. I like leaves.
Connor begins aligning himself with our victim. Watch how he disagrees with the bullies about the best video game.
I think it's more like a Call of Duty kind of thing.
Yeah, I think Call of Duty would be more.
Don't kill me when I say I don't like Call of Duty.
No?
That's huge for him to say that to these boys. It might not look like it's, or that's huge for him to say he doesn't like Call of Duty.
And he diffuses the tension with humor.
I love Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
I can tell. Yeah, she's my wife.
She's my wife.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you guys?
Nice. Attaboy.
I know a lot of people like Ariana Grande.
She's my wife too. Don't tell Jennifer Lawrence.
And maybe most important of all, he repeatedly includes our victim, even when the bullies are at their meanest.
We don't really need to worry about Ed's input anymore.
What do you think, Ed?
There you go. What do you think, Ed? Cut him off there.
Connor has taken crucial steps to support our victim in the room. But what will he do about the cyberbullying? It's something his older sister Alyssa says she's had to deal with.
They said I look like disgusting, I look like a rat. They picked on what I look like, my nose.
Alyssa says cyberbullying can be fast and furious, with kids piling on mean comments.
Adults could usually say, oh, just ignore them, brush it off, but it can really get to someone's child if it's constantly happening every single day. They don't feel the loneliness that their child might feel.
Now her brother Connor is about to deal with some cyber bullies, and their dad is watching from our watchmobile. The bully takes a picture of our victim and posts it with this comment.
He's like, no wonder why he voted Harry Potter. That's who he bases his outfit on. #nerd.
And then Connor sees all the comments.
Connor sees, he's following.
The bully turns up the heat, calling our victim the biggest nerd ever, and then writing,
The latest comment, you'd be so much better if you wore a bag over your head.
This time, one of the bullies actually asks Connor to like the post.
But you totally gotta like it. Or leave a comment or something.
This is a lot for him to deal with.
Connor appears deep in thought. After one more look at our victim, he decides what to do. He puts his phone down, practically out of reach. The message is clear. He won't join in.
He literally was being pressured by somebody and he didn't do it.
He shows compassion to people that are getting picked on, and I pretty much felt that he would do that.
Hi.
We come in to congratulate him on everything he did right.
I was sitting there and I was saying, my God, this child is trying every single thing you could. Were you trying to say something or trying to put words like what to say?
I wanted to say something. I wanted to help, but I didn't want them to retaliate on me.
It's best, says Wiseman, to say something short and effective to the bullies, like stop it. But if you can't, you can still send a powerful message without saying a word, like Connor did when he pushed his phone away.
Where did you feel the biggest resistance? Where was it the hardest to keep going?
I mean, the whole thing was so hard to keep going because he's just such a good kid. You know,
Yeah,
I just felt so bad.
Yeah. Can I give you a hug? Because I know what you're feeling. This is a lot to deal with. By the way, I'm your new wife. Jennifer Lawrence is not your wife.
A lot of kids told us they feared retaliation if they confronted the bullies. But there's another reason kids don't speak up, and it's a hard one to admit to. Sometimes they just don't like the victim. But that, says Rosalind Weissman, is no excuse.
You can acknowledge it. Yeah, this person's annoying. There will be annoying people in the world. But just because there's somebody who doesn't get along or you don't feel as much in common with does not therefore mean that you just turn your back on them.
So what will happen when our victim is Angel, an actress who we ask to appear immature, awkward, even irritating?
Like, think of the person who interrupts all the time and then tells their own story.
Angel says when she was younger, she was targeted by bullies.
I apparently had a reputation for being annoying in school.
So far, no one has directly called our bullies out, but there's someone in our last group who should be up to the challenge. 15-year-old Kaylin. Her parents say they've always talked to her about how to deal with confrontation. And after she was bullied, she started an anti-bullying campaign.
They've had meetings after school, and kids have made posters throughout the school and that kind of stuff.
Hallelujah. She also has a brother with special needs, which has made her even more empathetic and protective. Big boy. With all these experiences, surely Kaylin will be the one who finally confronts our bullies, right? Well, not so fast.
Saying something at school where you're comfortable is one thing, but in a room full of people you don't know, it's going to be more difficult.
Joining her is 14-year-old Brittany, an outgoing girl who's into sports. Her mother says Brittany's been bullied on her school bus. She doesn't know how her daughter will react today.
I'm not so sure. I think it's 50-50.
Remember, Kaylin and Brittany think they're here to answer questions about what teens like.
I want you guys to have a consensus.
But our bullies, remember, they're actors, have a different agenda. Once again, they quickly single out our victim, dismissing her input about the best TV show.
Like, I could see some of the nerdier people in my class totally watch all of those, but are a little too
very nerd specific, right?
Yeah.
And they compare her to a geeky character from television.
She's the nerdy character, and everyone sort of picks on her. She's so out of it.
Kaylin and Brittany are clearly aware of what's going on and don't seem to like it.
So you've read Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, I read the Lord of the Rings.
Do you know Elvish?
Oh my gosh, this is so funny.
Kaylin tries to stare them down with a long, hard glare.
I don't think your daughter likes those girls anymore.
Your daughter gave them a good, cold, hard stare.
If looks could kill, our bullies would be toast by now. But she doesn't say anything.
No offense, but you're not super with it.
Kaylin's jaw literally drops as the bullies keep going.
But you should give us the video game answer, because we don't play video games because we have a social life.
Sure. Finally, she's had enough.
I think that was really disrespectful. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you guys, but just because her taste isn't your taste doesn't mean you can really pick on her.
Kaylin directly confronts the bullies and doesn't stop.
You can disagree with her, but I don't think it's very nice to shoot her down.
When the mean girls try to exclude Angel from a group selfie, Kaylin has an answer for that too.
Here, we'll take our, it's okay you guys, we don't want to be in it, we'll take our own.
Brittany seems caught in the middle, unsure of what to do.
But yeah, what video game?
Things escalate with the cyberbullying, and this time it gets meaner. The bullies make fun of our victim, writing, "Only Angel would think this video is the best video." And they make it public so she can see it.
Guys, I can read the comments.
It's just a joke. It's just a joke.
But Kaylin won't give them an inch online either.
You're crossing lines and it's not funny anymore. It's really not funny.
Do you feel hurt, Angel? Because we were just
Look at her face, of course she feels hurt.
Kaylin's confidence seems to help Brittany find her own voice.
Guys, you shouldn't be doing something like that.
I think Brittany's hearing her and kind of saying, okay, I need to also be a little bit more assertive about this.
On top of everything Kaylin's done today, she goes one step further. She genuinely befriends our victim.
I think that your taste is really cool. Thanks. And I would love for you to teach me about it more. For real.
Your daughter is so sweet. Oh my gosh. I love your daughter. I want to be friends with her. How do you feel about that, David?
I'm very proud. That's Kaylin.
Her dad is overcome.
Got more guts than I do, that's for sure.
Hi, guys.
I go and tell the girls we've been watching on hidden cameras.
Oh, God. My dad saw me yell at people.
No, you were phenomenal.
Weissman admires how Kaylin handled the tough situation with ease.
You being able to articulate a really good, strong opinion is not yelling at people. You did that in an assertive way that was absolutely perfect.
Weissman says even though Brittany wasn't as vocal, she too helped shut down the bullies.
I was watching your body language. At one point, you completely turned towards Angel. So I just want to encourage you that the small things that you were doing actually make a difference.
Come on in, parents. Give your kids a big hug.
Both their parents couldn't be prouder.
Getting a little emotional, huh? David, did you learn something about your daughter today that you didn't know before this.
She's got, 1,000 times more guts than I do.
Big hugs all around,
Excellent
everybody.
job, ladies.
Bullying may be one of the most complicated situations you and your kids will ever face. You won't get it right every time, but the important thing is to keep trying.
I want parents to realize this doesn't make them bad parents or their kids bad kids. It's that we are in messy communities where conflict happens. Sit down with your kid and say, you know what? Bad things are going to happen, so let's figure out how to handle this so you can be proud of it and I can be proud of it.